The John Decker Supernatural Thriller Box Set, Books 4, 5, and 6. Written by Anthony M. Strong, narrated by Jet Malakai.
Grendel's Labyrinth, Book 4 in the John Decker series. Written by Anthony M. Strong. Narrated by Jet Malakai. Prologue. Ireland, 1495 A.D. Brother Daglin O'Callane laid down his Bible on the small wooden desk, pushed his stool back, and stood up. Having spent the last several hours in silent prayer, he now felt the first flutters of uncertainty for the duty which lay ahead. He crossed to the window, looked out over the darkened evening landscape, toward the barely perceptible flickers of yellow light that marked the distant village. It was the tithes from this small community that kept the monastery in operation. If the villagers only knew the true purpose of the holy building and the evil it guarded, they might rethink their decision to live in such close proximity. Brother Daglin sighed. The time was drawing close. As if to underscore this awareness of the approaching hour, a light knock interrupted his introspection. Daglin turned toward his cell door, but said nothing in response. He hadn't spoken a word for 12 years, since joining the order as a 14-year-old boy and taking a vow of silence. Even so, he made his way to the door, touching the treasured Bible one last time on the way out. 2 monks stood in the corridor, older men who had been instrumental in his spiritual training. Now they waited for him to join them on one last journey, their hands clasped together, lips moving in silent devotion. Daglin allowed himself to be led along dim passageways. They moved single file, one monk ahead of him and one behind, until they reached the monastery's nave. Here, in this holy place, candles burned, casting pools of yellow light into the frigid air and throwing long shadows. This was not, however, Daglin's ultimate destination. They continued on, through the south transept, and down a set of narrow stone steps that wound into the underbelly of the building. The crypt was noticeably colder than the nave, surrounded as it was by thick, windowless stone walls that held back the frozen earth beyond. The air was stale, as if it had been trapped here for an eternity. Daglin wondered if it was the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?